These Italian soldiers, assigned to Bersaglieri Brigade Garibaldi, are from the 4th Tank Regiment, with specialist logistics soldiers providing transportation support from Logistics Regiment Garibaldi. Both regiments are based in Persano, Campania, Italy, have gathered at this railway siding located in the heart of the 7th Army Training Command's Grafenwöhr 232 square kilometre training area in Bavaria, Germany. They are unloading 3 C1 Ariete 3rd generation main battle tanks and a Panzer II armoured recovery vehicle. The Italian tankers are here to take part in the first United States Army Europe and Africa International Tank Challenge. It is a revival of the Strong Europe Tank Challenge. In the past, this popular competition was hosted by 7th Army Training Command's Grafenwoehr training area annually in 2016 to 2018. This year, tankers from Denmark, Italy, Slovenia, Switzerland and the United States will compete against each other in a series of grueling physical and tank operational challenges. Past tanker winners Germany, who won in 2016 and 2018, operating Leopard 2A6, and Austria, who won in 2017, operating Leopard 2A4, are notable absentees. This video primarily follows the progress of the Italian tankers. This will be the second time Italian tankers have entered this competition. The last time in 2016, an Italian tank crew operating the C1 Ariete with 2nd Company 8th Tank Battalion finished 4th out of the 7 nations taking part, beating 2 USA tank crews operating M1A2 Set V2 who finished 5th and 6th. This year's format for the International Tank Challenge is to test competitors' marksmanship skills, physical prowess and mental agility while engaging in team building. According to the United States Army Europe and Africa organisers, this event allows the tank crews the opportunity to enhance their skills and foster relationships while competing against one another in a variety of challenges, including offence and defence and small arms. They go on to say the International Tank Challenge provides an arena for professional development and for NATO allies and partners to share tactics, techniques and procedures. The Italian tankers now have 4 days to prepare their equipment and select 2 of the 3 Ariete tanks to take part in the competition. The 3rd tank will be kept in reserve in case of mechanical or technical breakdown with either of the competition tanks. So here is the full complement of Italian tankers, and next the 2 crews selected to take part in the competition.
Representing Italy in the 4th Tank Regiment 3rd Company. First crew led by OF1 Bellucci, OR2 Kenetono, OR4 Benokovoi, and OR4 Pascale. Second team from Italy, led by OR8 Rivello, OR4 Marone, OR3 Macarone, and OR3 Ioci.
Before this competition begins, the tanker crews will first need to ensure their tanks can actually hit a target. To achieve this, they follow a process called zeroing. But before I talk about the zeroing process, I want to point out the 3 Abrams tanks. These clearly belong to the American crews. All 3 are entering the competition. The eagle-eyed amongst you would have already identified the standard dark green livery of the Abrams as a US Army M1A2 SEP V3. This particular tank is assigned to tankers of 5th Squadron, 7th Cavalry Regiment, 1st Brigade Combat Team, 3rd Infantry Division, and makes up the 11th tanker crew in the competition. The 2 Abrams in Desert Town livery are M1A2 SEP V2, assigned to 2 tanker crews of the 1st Battalion, 67th Armoured Regiment, 3rd Armoured Brigade, 1st Armoured Division. So back to zeroing. The first stage of the process is bore sighting. It aligns the axis of the bore, which is the interior of the barrel of the gun, with the axis of the sights. This is normally done by 2 crew members, with one outside looking for a muzzle bore sight device, MBD, and the gunner inside adjusting the sights to the same point on the MBD. Here you can see Swiss soldiers assigned to Mechanised Brigade 1 actually using a muzzle bore sight device attached to the main gun of the Leopard Panzer 87, a Leopard 2A4 variant. Zeroing is adjusting the main gun's sights and ballistic computer. The tank crews, as demonstrated here, will need to fire off several rounds at a target until specified accuracy is obtained. The tank's machine guns will also need to be adjusted for accuracy. The process of zeroing a machine gun on a tank is more straightforward. It involves firing at a target at a known distance and adjusting the sights until the rounds hit the target consistently. Today is the International Tank Challenge opening ceremony. The ceremony begins in a few hours' time, and the tank crews have a chance to blow off a little steam by competing in the Tanker Olympics. After a brief break after the Tanker Olympics and a change of uniforms, the international tank crews are attending the opening ceremony. This is the first chance for the tank crews to familiar themselves with the live fire ranges. With main guns now calibrated, they can also practice battlefield offensive and defensive live fire manoeuvres, firing live rounds. The competition will involve 11 tank crews. Each individual tank crew will be competing for the Winners' Cup. As an example, the two Italian Ariete Crews 1 and 2 from 3rd Company 4th Tank Regiment will be competing against each other and the other tanker crews. The Winners' Cup goes to the individual tank crew who gains the most overall points. The points are awarded to each tank crew based on their level of performance at each stage. There are 11 stages of the competition, which runs to the 20th of February 2025.
Top hat, top hat, top hat. Fire.
The tanker crews have finished the live firing exercises for the day. The wise ones amongst the crew will get an early night's sleep because tomorrow's competition stage will truly test their fitness and mental willpower to the limits. It's an early morning start in Grafenwoehr. Italian Tanker Crew 2 are looking perhaps in slight trepidation at US Army's issued 20 litre water jerrys and 42 kg or 42 pound anti-tank rounds. Italian Crew 2 will be the first competitor to start a grueling endurance lanes course, which will include carrying water jerrys, anti-tank rounds and pulling simulated casualty sleighs. This is a tough and challenging simulated combat exercise designed around a stress shoot to test the tanker's ability to accurately engage targets under conditions of extreme physical and mental stress. The competitors will be awarded points on course completion timings and shooting accuracy.
Fate fermare!
All right, you're clear.
3, 2, 1. Three,
I can load your weapon.
2,
Standing.
1. Scan your lane.
Target. Yeah. All right, target's up.
Good shooting, man. Let me see it real quick. You good? Okay. 100, 200, 240, 250, 300.
Good, go, go, go. Good, keep up the pace. Good. Almost there, let's go. Good.
3, 2, 1. Scan your lane.
Go, 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 go. Good.
6, 5, 4.
You good?
Scan your lane.
Jokes on you, I get full bucks.
3,
Lock and load, lock and load.
1. Scan your lane.
Right in.
2, 1.
Get it out, lock and
Scan your
load.
lane. Scan your lane.
Forward.
The day yet is not over for the tankers from Italy. A C1 Ariete is on the training ground and its crew are conducting vehicle identification. It is a battlefield process that became particularly important starting from the beginning of the Second World War. The tank crew's first assessment is to quickly identify if the vehicle is friendly or foe. If it's an enemy vehicle, such as a main battle tank, a correct identification of its make and model in real time is vital, as this will give the tank crew the basic information on the tank's armour and its potential return fire range and accuracy. Of course, these days many modern Western tanks allow their crew to remain in the tank with hatches closed. The commander will have access to equipment such as independent thermal, infrared and night vision systems. The gunner will also have access to a range of sight technologies. At this point in the video, it's a good time to talk about the C1 Ariete main battle tank. There's no way of getting around it. The tank in service since 1994, although not completely obsolete yet, does require modernisation or even replacing. The Italian government revealed that only 50 of the 200 fleet of C1 Ariete were operational. The Ministry of Defence of Italy, alarmed by the Russian invasion of Ukraine, allocated €848 million in 2022 to start work on upgrading 90 of these tanks to a C2 standard. The modernisation of the 54 tons C1 Ariete didn't begin until 2023. It will include 20% wider tracks and strengthened anti-mine hull-based protection, and an additional modular protection added to the turret. It's anticipated the completed C2 Ariete will weigh 57 tons. To address the extra weight, the installation of a 27-litre Iveco V12 engine will increase power to 1500 horsepower, integrated with a new Renk HSW 295TM automatic transmission. The commander will receive the Attila D panoramic observation device, while the gunner will receive the Lauva SD, a 2-axis gyro-stabilised gunner sight. A new ballistics computer will also be integrated, ensuring precise and effective targeting. The C2 Ariete is also expected to receive an electric drive for rotating the turret instead of a hydraulic drive. These modifications are extensive, requiring full strip down of the C1 Ariete turret and hull. Once stripped down of all parts, the hull in particular will be sandblasted and checked for defects caused by possible erosion and corrosion. It could take up to 18 months to individually upgrade each tank. Tanks will be stripped down in batches, probably 6 at a time. First modernised C2 Ariete is expected sometime in 2025, with an ambitious target to upgrade all 90 tanks by 2030. It was also reported in 2023 that Italy considered the purchase of 133 Leopard 2A8, probably the best and last version ever of the Leopard A2 variant. It would be manufactured by the German companies Krauss Maffei Wegmann, known as KMW, and Rheinmetall. However, the manufacturing agreement failed between all parties and the proposed purchase was cancelled. There is a twist to this story. KMW and Rheinmetall actually revealed in 2022 the KF-51 Panther, a 4th generation main battle tank. This initial working prototype model actually retains the Leopard A4 hull in a bid to keep a familiarity to current Leopard 2 operators. But any actual orders for the KF-51 will likely see further development of a completely new hull and chassis, with optional installations of specific customer equipment and systems requirements. In January 2025, it was reported Italy was considering the purchase of 380 KF-51 Panthers. This is definitely a developing story to watch out for. The tanker crews are now back at the live fire shooting range after a well-deserved rest day. Today, one tanker crew at a time will enter the shooting range and conduct pre-planned offensive and defensive live fire operations. The Italian crew know they will earn points for their shooting accuracy, driving skills and timing as complete the course. The Italian Army graduate select Bersaglieri Brigade, a tank crew member assigned to 4th Tank Regiment, and Lieutenant Pierluigi Bellucci, a tank crew leader assigned to 4th Tank Regiment, conduct tactical combat casualty care during a medical evacuation evaluation.
Not in play.
Next step is hypothermia and head injury.
There you go, nice step. Watch your step.
Today is the last day the 5 nations will be together. The competition points will be added up for each team and the winners will be announced later in the day. The focus of this competition has always been to give the participating nations a dynamic and productive environment in which to foster military partnerships, form soldier level relationships and share tactics, techniques and procedures. This year's Gold Cup winners 2025 are the US Army tankers from the 1st Battalion, 67th Army Regiment, 3rd Army Brigade, 1st Army Division. This is the first American victory in the ongoing tank challenge. 2 crews of tankers from the Royal Danish Army assigned to Jutland Dragoon Regiment finished in silver and bronze position. Here, the lone Italian C1 Ariete main battle tank heads back to the Italian camp. I am certain we will see the C1 Ariete at future competitions, and maybe even the C2 Ariete with all its new modifications. Thanks for watching.